Four arrested for sexual exploitation. Scandal deepens in the Secret Service, and the Boston Marathon takes a hit by heat. All next on WMBF News at 4:30.
Now the only local news in high definition. Live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News at 4:30.
A campus remembers 5 years removed from a deadly shooting. We look back at what happened at Virginia Tech. Then, where do you eat your lunch? Do you even take a break? Wait until you hear how many people work straight through the middle of the day.
And it's nothing but sunshine and warm breezes for your evening plans, but those plans may get altered by some rain on the way. Now, not out there this evening, not even overnight tonight. Notice right now, the area's only HD Doppler radar is checking in rain-free and no concerns for rain as we head through the overnight hours tonight. However, as we broaden the picture out a bit, take a look at the radars here all across the southeast. Notice the Carolinas are dry, but from northern Georgia down through Alabama, Mississippi, and into many parts of the Gulf Coast states, starting to see moisture on the increase, scattered showers and thunderstorms beginning to break out. And as we head into the daytime hours tomorrow night and Wednesday, that's where we're going to see those storms starting to move into our area, especially as we head into the late afternoon and evening hours of tomorrow. But in the meantime, out there this afternoon, out there this evening, things are looking beautiful and very warm. Coolest temperatures right along the beaches where a gusty sea breeze knocking temperatures down into the upper 70s. But notice 83 right now for Florence, 83 for Dillon, 82 in Marion. And we're going to hold one of those warm breezes and mild temperatures through the evening, slowly dropping our way to the low 60s by 11 o'clock tonight. Now, coming up my full forecast in a few minutes, a closer look at those rain chances and also some temperature swings on the way for the next couple of days.
Thanks so much, Jamie. It's a series of arrests that shocked a Surfside Beach community. 4 people are behind bars charged with sexually exploiting children, and neighbors are still scratching their heads wondering how this could happen. WMBF News reporter Will Whitson has more on this frightening story.
This quiet Surfside Beach street was rocked when police arrested 4 people in connection with sexually exploiting children. Neighbors are calling it the unthinkable. This quiet street looks more like a scene out of Leave It to Beaver than the heart of a sex crime investigation. But 4 people, 2 of them living in this house, are looking at charges of sexually exploiting children and lewd acts on minors, according to Surfside Beach police. Neighbors on Bay Drive say the street is quiet and most people keep to themselves. But something seems strange about what went on in that house, and something seemed even stranger about the people that went in and out.
You just never know who's in them, you know, But there you could kind of tell just from the traffic. That's what got me, you know, seeing the traffic in and out at night, a lot of night activity and stuff like that, you know. And, you know, I see young girls walking them dogs.
Surfside Beach police say it took a massive effort to make these arrests. Coming up in a report at 6, I'll take a look at what they did to make it possible and how more charges could be on the way. In Surfside Beach, Will Whitson, WMBF News.
And after a nightclub shooting took the life of a Myrtle Beach woman, many are wondering what the city is doing to curb violence in that area. There were talks to start an anti-violence program, but those plans haven't gone too far. WMBF News reporter Alex Holly has more on the program and why it's all still only on paper.
Although the young woman has been laid to rest, many concerns aren't. Some are saying all this could have been avoided as there were plans for a city and county-wide anti-violence program, but those plans never materialized. Sunday, a Myrtle Beach community came together to mourn the death of Aprecia Brockington, the woman who died after a shooting outside of the nightclub Tequila Empire. The bullets that rang out that night also shook a neighborhood and has those in the area looking for answers. People are concerned about the safety of people living and visiting Myrtle Beach and what the city is doing about it. City council members say they aren't exactly sure why the official program has slipped through the cracks, but they say they do have other programs to stop the violence in other ways, with events such as gun buybacks and neighborhood watch programs. But today, these citizens want to come together to make sure Brockington's story doesn't go unheard, and so more youth don't fall victim to violence.
This is an assembly to address the critical issues that impact on communities. We have many distressed neighborhoods here in Horry County. What we've got to do is focus in on those neighborhoods, provide the support services that we need, commit ourselves to ensuring that young people are not become innocent victims.
The conversations are expected to happen at a neighborhood watch meeting this evening. Now it starts at 5 p.m. at the Mount Olive AME Church. Reporting in Myrtle Beach, Alex Hawley, WMBF News.
Students, faculty, and the community remember the tragedy that took place 5 years ago today on the campus of Virginia Tech University. 32 people were killed when gunman Sung-Hee Cho opened fire on the Blacksburg campus, then turned the gun on himself. This is the first year the school hasn't suspended classes to mark the anniversary of that shooting. School officials say the return to classes reflects the lives of those slain. Today, the Coastal Carolina University community joined together to remember students and faculty who lost their lives over the past year. The 5 students and 4 faculty members were honored, each with a ring of the Graham family bell tower.
It's really important that we remember those that have passed on. So the legacy that they've left here, whether they were a student, a faculty member, a staff member, or an administrator, can live on through the others here at the university.
Now, this is the 5th year Coastal has held its annual Day of Remembrance. The ceremony also honored the students and faculty who died in that Virginia Tech shooting. More service members than initially believed were involved in misconduct in Colombia, the Pentagon said today. The U.S. military says 5 troops who were working Secret Service are under investigation for missing curfew, along with misconduct at the Colombian hotel where Secret Service agents are said to have brought back prostitutes. Now the Pentagon is saying it could be more than 5. California Congressman Darrell Issa said the issue is one of security.
Well, as you know, in Colombia, they didn't break the law. What they broke was the discipline and the predictability of not compromising yourself, particularly making yourself exposed to blackmail.
Yesterday, President Barack Obama called for a thorough and rigorous investigation into all of those allegations. The residents of Kabul are cleaning up the damage caused by an 18-hour assault on the city. The Kabul attack was just one of several across the country. In Kabul, at least 7 were killed, including 3 civilians. 36 insurgents also were killed. A captured militant said that the assault was carried out by a group of fighters with ties to both the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. The attack targeted several government buildings, including the country's parliament. Well, lunch break, what is that? According to research by human resources consulting firm Right Management, 65% of American workers eat their lunch at their desks or don't even take a break at all. Career Builder, another employment consultant, found that 40% of executives take a brown bag lunch and 17% eat fast food. There are no federal laws which requires companies to provide a lunch break, and South Carolina doesn't require the break either. Experts say workers are more efficient if they have an uninterrupted meal break. People may be in love with their ebooks, but a new survey shows we still like the feel of paper between our fingers, too. USC, Dornsife, and the Los Angeles Times teamed up to talk to 1,500 Californians about the reading habits. Out of the e-reader owners they surveyed, only 10% have abandoned traditional books. 86% say they split their reading time between the two. More than half said most or all of the books they read are still in printed form. Several of the wines we've shown you today come from overseas, but this next one comes from the West Coast. Pacific Palisades 2009 Bluffs Pinot Noir is a great summer wine. It's made from grapes harvested in the Russian River Valley. You can really taste the black cherry and that sweet raspberry in this bottle of wine.
Well, bright sunshine this afternoon will be replaced by the rumble of thunder tomorrow afternoon. I'll show you who has the best chance of storms with my Storm Team forecast coming up.
Plus, the cost of your car could rise because of new standards on the industry. What car makers are worried about as they look to the future.
On the next Access Hollywood, our brand new can't-miss interview with Sybil Shepherd, telling all. Get ready.
Really? Is it okay for me to say this?
We finally solved the moonlighting mystery about Bruce Willis.
Next Access Hollywood.
Tonight at 7.
It's another big Double Your Money week.
Whatever money is behind this question, we will double for you.
More contestants get their shot to double up.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
This week on Millionaire.
Weeknights at 7:30 on WMBF News.
Howdy-ho, it's Dingo and Blue from the new Gator 107.9 Morning Show.
And not only do we know country, we know cash.
That's right, beat the Gator.
We have your winning times every weekday morning at 7:30, so make sure you listen.